Good morning, student. As you know that in the previous video we discussed the difference between capital market and the money market. We discussed about the instrument of the money markets, its meaning. Now the question arises about the types of market. These are two. The first one is प्राइमरी मार्केट, अनदर वन इज सेकेंडरी मार्केट. पहले हम लोग जो बात कर रहे थे वो हम कर रहे थे मनी मार्केट की और कैपिटल मार्केट की. वी डिस्कस इट्स इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. उसके बाद हमने करी थी इसके इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स की बात. इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स दैट मीन्स जो प्रोडक्ट हैं जिनमें डील करते हैं. द फर्स्ट वन इज ट्रेजरी बिल, certificate of deposit, commercial bills, commercial papers, commercial bill, commercial papers, or the last one is that is called call money. कॉल मनी का हमने बताया था दैट इज यूज बाय बैंक्स टू मेंटेन इज CRR, दैट इज कैश रिजर्व रेशो. देन वी डिस्कस अबाउट द look at this. Then we discuss about capital money market and money market. These are the 5 instruments, 1 2 3 4 and 5. These are important for your examination point of view because you have to be learn about their maturity period, about their conditions and their denomination period in which they are issuing. For example, treasury bill are issuing for 25 minimum amount of 25,000 and its multiples. Now the question arises about its difference between capital market and money market. You have to be learn it. The next topic that we're going to discuss about the capital market. Capital market has been categorized into the two parts. The first one is primary market, and the function of primary market to give the issuance of new IPOs. IPOs that means initial public offer, and second one is secondary market. Secondary market where existing shares are resale or repurchase by the investors. They are considered as they are taking place in secondary market. Primary market is also known as the new issue market. It deals the new securities being issued for the time. The essential function of primary market is to facilitate the transfer investable funds from savers, entrepreneurs, saving to establishment enterprises, or to expand existing through the issue of securities for the first time. The investors of this are bank, financial institution, insurance companies, mutual funds and individuals. There are the various methods of flotation. That means in the market there are various methods of flotation. The first is offer through prospectus. The first method is about offer through prospectus means on through prospectus is the one popular method, most popular method of raising the funds of public companies in the primary market. This involves invitation subscription from public through issue of prospectus. A prospectus makes direct appeal to investor to raise the capital through advertisement in newspaper, magazines. They issue the underwritten and they required to be listed at least one stock exchange. That means they will be listed in SEBI or any other investment. The content on the prospectus have in accordance with the provisions of Company Act and the SEBI guidelines. The next one is offer for sale. Offer for sale, that this method securities are not issued directly to the public. He offered the sale to intermediaries. That means they selected the intermediaries like the mutual fund companies and some agreed prices to the broker who in turn resell them and investing the public. The next one is private placement. Private placement is related to Private placement is related to the payment of the allotment of securities by a company to institutional health to raise the capital more quickly than a public. Okay. So, prime can be expensive on account of various mandatory and non-mandatory expenses. Some expenses they have to be follow. Okay. Some companies therefore can't afford a public issue and choose to the private placement, because in private placement they have to be they have not bear a flotation cost. Sometimes it is clear very costly. So when the public issue is considered expensive from the companies, they choose the private placement. It seeks very easy to raise the fund with the help of the private companies. Now the next is right issues. Right issues, as the name suggested, they issue for those who are the ex-investor of a company. Ex-investor, that means जो पहले से ही investor है, they give the first right to them. They inform that the company want to make a new project and they want to collect 10 crore rupees for this project. So they call a meeting or they inform them via email or by telephonic about the company's new way of working. So this is a privilege given to the existing shareholder to subscribe the new issue of shares according to the terms and condition of the company. The shareholder are offered the right to buy new shares in proportion to the number of shares they are already possesses. The last method, that is eIPOs. E stands for electronic and I that means initial, P means public and O means offer, that is electronic initial public offer. This is the most usable method in those days in the modern era. A company proposing to issue the capital to public through online system of the stock exchange has entered into an agreement with the stock. This is called initial public offer. SEBI registered the broker have appointed for the purpose of accepting applications and placing order with the company. The issuer company should go appointed registrar to the issue having the electronic connectivity with the exchange. The issuer company can apply for listing its securities or any exchange other than exchange through which it has been offered the securities, because listing is necessary for each and every company before selling any kind of securities. And the lead manager coordinates all activities amongst the intermediaries and connected with the issue. So in this way we completed our topic of primary market and instrument and their flotation method. In the next video we discuss about its secondary market. So this is the topic of today. Revise it thoroughly and read case studies of this topic. Bye bye.